YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 7 in the Pokémon Emerald Battle Frontier Gold Symbol Quest. We're back here today at the Battle Pyramid yet again for what is now going to be the third attempt at trying to acquire the silver symbol from this facility. Now, I'm going to be running it back with the same squad as last time, which just as a refresher or for anybody who didn't see the previous episode, this is the Earthquake squad. Donphan, Camerupt, Poliwrath, all packing TM26. And we're going to make the ground quake today, alright? Now, I gotta say though, I do gotta admit, honestly, that I have a whole new level of respect for this place. I didn't remember it from back in the day, as a kid, but this has actually proven to be a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. But this team I have here, I do believe in this team and I want to run it back with this same squad. The problem is, in attempt number 2, we didn't even get back to the position to fight Brendan for the silver medal fight. So, if I can actually get there today, I feel pretty confident this team is going to have the sauce to get the job done. The question is, can we actually get back there? I'll explain more of what's happened in the first 2 attempts as we get going here, but let me at least jump in here first. Because on the initial attempt, I came in here with the Dark Trio. That was the squad I whipped up, because it kind of made sense in terms of like the gimmick of this place, right? It's really, really dark inside. And so I wanted to have a little fun and go in here with the Dark Trio of Houndoom, Crawdaunt, and Cacturn. Problem is, all 3 of those Pokemon are relatively glass cannons, if you will, and so the whole thing about the Pyramid King fight, right? He has the Reggie Trio of Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. All 3 of those Pokemon are very, very bulky, and let me see what we start with in the bag. Okay, so it's a Hyper Potion and Ether again. I got you. So, my Dark-type trio, all being glass cannons, right? The whole thing about that fight was I needed to one-shot the Regis. If I didn't, I was going to have a rough time. And it turns out that that was the case. And, you know, my Pokemon were not strong enough to one-shot any of the Titans. And we fell just short. Now, I figured I'd switch things up, go in here with the Earthquake squad for attempt number 2. However, in terms of longevity and having enough potions and revives to even get back to that position, I ultimately fell 1 floor short. I was actually standing on floor number 21, and I could not find the blue warp tile. But we were 1 blue warp tile away from getting back to fight Brendan for the second time. But it's all good. It is what it is, man. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and we're going to get back there today. And if I can get back to that position, we're getting the silver medal. I can guarantee you that. I just can't guarantee that I'm actually going to be able to get back to that position. It's kind of tough doing this with a really, really slow team, which is what I have now, right? Because there's just so many wild Pokemon that pop up. And if your Pokemon are slow, like my team is here, you're going to be taking a lot of unnecessary damage, which means you're going to have a little bit of RNG luck in your favor in terms of finding a bunch of potions and revives, right? Let's talk to this guy and get a hint. Oh, perfect. He tells us the exit is to the left, but if you notice where he's standing, he's on the far right side of the room, so that literally tells me nothing. But I will take this. That's a free Lumberry. Goated, actually. I'm not going to attach it to anybody yet, though. We're going to save that for later. Alright, we don't really need to fight that guy. But I do need to sweep for the bottom right corner that, like, the stairs could still be down here. Well, I'm going to keep calling them stairs. It's just a blue warp tile to advance to the next floor, but I've been playing so much Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that I like to refer to them as stairs. But I think one thing I need to focus on today is trying to find more items, especially in round 1, because whatever items you pick up off the floor do carry over into subsequent rounds, right? And having enough Hyper Potions and Revives, like I've been saying, to be able to survive round 3 is really, really going to be key. Like this, I'm actually going to backtrack for this because in round 1 here, all of the wild Pokemon, or not all of them, but most of them are electric types and they can't even touch the 2 ground types that I have. But once we get later on, we will see, I think it's Vileplume and Breloom. Because the gimmick of round 1 is Pokemon that can paralyze you, right? And Breloom, nice. I found 2 Hyper Potions. That's actually a really, really good start. I'm getting kind of lucky here. Breloom and Vileplume, of course, being grass types, like most grass types, have access to Stun Spore. So that's kind of what they're going for in here. And also, they put grass types in here as a way to counter ground types, right? Because obviously you're going to anticipate a lot of electric types and to dodge that damage, but that's how the game gets you, man. They be slapping grass types in here to counter your ground mons. But I got a camel, so we're good. Donphan's going to have to hard carry the first 4 or 5 floors, and then if he gets too low in HP, which is going to happen, I'm going to see if I can save revives and potions and not even use anything till round 3. That's the plan. Is it going to work out that way? Probably not. Let's just be real, right? So, at least we can dodge these little Pikachu wannabes clicking Thunder Wave. So that's cool. We will start to run into Pikachus and Electabuzzes though, but I don't think they actually have any coverage besides just electric attacks. The only problem with Pikachu and Electabuzz though, okay, 3 Hyper Potions, this is really, really good start, is that they do both have static, right? So even though I can't get paralyzed from electric attacks, I can get paralyzed from the secondary effect. Well, actually, it's just the ability of static. So we're not out of the woodworks yet. Donphan and Camerupt can both get paralyzed that way. Also, the trainers have a lot of water types and grass types too to try to troll you. But it's... Okay, that's a teddy bear though. I take that back. Let's earthquake it. But I can't figure out like what is the theme of the trainers Pokemon. It honestly might just be random. I really don't know. I don't think there's any website out there. Like I'm looking on Cerebi, but he really only talks about the Pyramid Kings team. There isn't much information. Okay, downward. Nice, another item. I mean, I haven't really searched around that hard, but I'm just kind of curious. What is kind of the theme of all the trainers in here, or is there one? Because obviously the game has to code something, right? Frustration kills Pikachu. I'm just trying to think of how to not make contact with it, because I don't want to get staticked. Would Rock Slide even kill Pikachu? I'm just going to EQ it. I don't really want to make contact here. But, you know, the game has to code, and they have a whole bunch of, like, predetermined AI trainers, right? So I wonder how it goes about picking the Pokemon that they have. A Fluffy Tail, okay, that's really good to ensure that I could guarantee run away from something. Not as important for this round here. Okay, I must have spawned kind of on the left side. I know that NPC was telling me the stairs were downward, but again, I really want to look for items here in round 1. Especially like the lower floors of round 1. But speaking of static though, you want to know something really weird from the first attempt. If I remember correctly, I clicked Overheat with my Houndoom, and it actually triggered static, which I was really, really confused about. Honestly, I had no idea that Overheat was a contact move back in the day, because I feel like... I don't think it is anymore, which would make sense, right? Oh, okay, it's actually right here. Damn. Let me take a quick peek for items. Okay. I don't want to walk around too much, because... theoretically, there could be no more items here on the floor, so I'm not going to spend too much time doing this. Also, Pikachu I could try to run away from just to conserve PP, but... I don't even know if it has anything to hit me. I kind of want to... Okay, it does have Slam, actually. Alright, fine. I'll Earthquake it. I want to conserve a little PP, though. Whoops. I clicked the wrong button, but... Pikachu has such bad defenses, it honestly might drop to a Rock Slide. I meant to click EQ there, though. Yeah. But most importantly, I was just trying to dodge a Paralysis with Static. That's what I was going for there. Alright, let's go this way. If I can come out of this with a couple extra potions and revives, that would just be huge. I think this is actually a dead end based on what I just saw. Now this guy starts pulling up, though. Actually, and this one's really low level at 83. I could probably KO it with Frustration. But there is a chance I could activate Static here. I don't actually know that for sure, though, because I don't think I've been paralyzed with Frustration yet. I would just assume that this attack makes contact. I'd be surprised if it didn't. We don't know, but I feel like it's gotta make contact. Frustration to me seems like a super juiced up tackle or something. Okay, that is the far left side. Where are the potions, man? Come on. More potions. That was ultimately what led to my demise in round 2. But sometimes the trainers will give you a hint. They give you like 3 different hints, I think, from what I've gathered so far. They either tell you how many trainers are left on the floor, how many more items are left on the floor, and then the third one is what direction are the stairs. I'm gonna rock slide again. Because we know Pikachu has horrible defense. It cannot take any attack, any physical attack for sure. So like walking around the floor is a cool idea. But again, you're gonna run out of PP if you do it too much. So unless I find a trainer that tells me how many more items are on the floor, like we'll go talk to this guy and see what he knows. But you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna put Poliwrath in front for these trainer fights. I gotta remember that. I'm gonna rock slide this Pikachu as well. Because I think kind of my mistake in round 2, or I guess the second attempt, not round 2, but the second attempt, was that I always left Donphan in front the whole time, and then he was getting beat up by the NPCs here. So this Poliwrath is for the trainer fights, and then these two are to dodge the paralysis. So let's do this. Now, and then, all these trainers in here only have 1 Pokemon each, so it's not... Oh, perfect. I have Ice Punch. Nice. Although, I don't know if it would OHKO, but it is just a Bagon, so it should. But, all these trainers have 1 Pokemon each, so it's not like we're in for a dogfight every time. Honestly, a good thing, though, because this challenge would be really, really hard if they had multiple Pokemon. You just have to survive through so many damn floors. Let's see what this guy's hint is. Okay, 4 more trainers. I got you. But, like I was touching on earlier, this would be a lot easier if I had a faster team. Because then what would happen, right, is that... Oh, I found the exit already, damn. In a majority of cases, I would be going first. Okay, we actually dodged that guy. I might as well just head on then. I had to switch up just in case he spun and sniped me right there. But all 4 of the trainers were blocking the exit. That's crazy. That's like 2 consecutive floors without finding any items, though. Not ideal, but that's the RNG luck, baby. You just never know. All right, there's a lot of walls here in this place. Interesting. Thankfully, that one did not extend to the bottom, though. Interesting, interesting. Where are the Pokeballs, man? Come on. Now, I guess I can explain kind of the gimmick with the wild Pokemon, right? While we're just kind of stalling time here. So, in round 1, it specializes in Pokemon that can cause paralysis, right? Like I've been talking about, majority of them are electric types, but there is grass types with Stun Spore. Then, once we head on to round 2, after the first 7 floors, kick back to the start, and then you got to get through round 2. It's always 7 floors every time. But round 2 specializes in the poison status condition, and then round 3 revolves around burn. Now, obviously I haven't got past round 3, so I don't know about rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, right? And in order to get the gold medal in this place, you have to go through it actually 10 times, which is crazy. Because I'm struggling to get through here 3 times, but I do have an idea in mind for the team. When I go through for the gold medal attempt, and it's going to be a faster team for sure, which will help me in terms of KOing these wild Pokemon and not taking damage, because that's like a revive for the whole squad right there. Although it's basically like a double revive if you only have a team of 3, because if all 3 Pokemon get KO'd, then you don't even get to use the Sacred Ash. But that's a good find right there. Not only is it just a double revive, it's a double max revive, really. Alright, this Electabuzz seems to not have any coverage besides just T-Punch. Or maybe Swift. Did we see Swift on it, or was that a different Pokemon? I don't know. Either way, we gonna make the ground quake in here with old Donnie. Send that Electabuzz packing. Sacred Ash is big. That makes up for the lack of like hyper potions and revives that I found the last couple floors. I think I'm gonna go ahead and click Frustration on this one too because it's super low level and oh okay, it does have Swift, and just kind of hope for the best that I can dodge a static. Bro gets a crit and does like 40 HP damage to me with Swift, which is crazy. That's a weak attack, and it's a physical attack at that, because it's normal type back in Gen 3. Damn it. That's unfortunate, but let's be real, Donphan's super slow anyway, so it doesn't matter that bad. But I'm going to fight this trainer here with Poliwrath, and then we'll switch back. What's up, boss? Victory will come to me. Not today, buddy. I can guarantee you that. And I don't know what you're trying to do swimming inside of a pyramid, but... Alright, bro's got a Lombre. Lombre just made me think of its evolution Ludicolo, because that thing is a problem in the... Not here in round 1, but in subsequent rounds. Why did that fake out do so much, too? Is bro out here holding a choice band? Like, what are we doing here? Ain't no way you're doing that much with a fake out. That's crazy. Okay. We're going band for band here with Brick Breaks. That's okay. I'm about to say that's some insane damage right there, but makes sense because it was a crit. Annoying, but again, if we can find our way through round 7, once you get kicked back to the start, you get a full heal. Okay, this guy says the thing about items, so there's 2 more items here on the floor. And we're on floor 4, so if Donphan can carry me the rest of the way, hopefully Cameltoe can get us through 5, 6, and 7. Didn't know there was a trainer over there though, so we just got sniped. Hopefully it's something that can't damage Donphan too hard because I am paralyzed, so it's going to go first. Venonat does get access to Giga Drain. Well, Venomoth does. I don't know about Venonat, but at least it's something we could absolutely smoke with a Rock Slide. We just got to get through Paralysis and connect the Rock Slide. Which Rock Slide only has 90 accuracy, so you never know. And, now it's going to be even harder. It might be time to pull out my Cameltoe. Okay, we hit through the Parafusion and connect Rock Slide. Honestly, astronomically low odds, but I ain't complaining. To hit through all 3 of those, well, hit through the double status condition and connect a Rock Slide, that's kind of shiced right there. Did she just say something about Mega Kick? Like she was going to kick me? Hey, come here. There's 3 trainers left. Okay, well, here's one of them. And there's 2 items. Well, it doesn't matter. We find the stairs. Let me poke my head around for an item, right? Worth it. But now, after that previous guy said there was 2 more items, now there's only 1 more, so... Deuces. I'm out of here. Alright, floor 5. Here we go, here we go. Show me that blue tile, baby. After like 3 Pokeballs. Okay, I'm trying to... I always try to gauge like where I spawned at as like a reference point. I think that was... With this much walking, I think I spawned in top left. Oh. I thought she saw me from there. I was kind of confused for a second. I was waiting. We score another Hyper Potion, and this gives me a free switch into Poliwrath. Like, I kind of took my hands off the wheel, aka off the PS4 controller. Because I thought for sure that she... oh, it's a double battle with the blue tile. Interesting. Well, I dodged the double battle, but... I thought for sure she saw me and she was going to walk down, so I kind of stopped clicking the D-pad buttons to move around. Buddy, I got an Ice Punch for you. Although, I am a brave nature, so it probably outspeeds me. Yeah, not ideal. But we're about to move on to floor 6, so we only got 2 floors to go. Honestly, not bad. Not bad. And, you know, Camerupt's still at full HP, so maybe... maybe this camel could take me through the last 2 floors. But Donphan is about half health and paralyzed, and Poliwrath as well is at half. I just gotta click that input quickly before she turns around. Any more items? Okay, that was unnecessary. I could've got sniped right there. Alright, floor 6. Let's go back to Donnie here. Just keep going a little bit. But now we're gonna start to see what I was talking about earlier with the Vileplumes and the Breelooms, I bet. And apparently Manectric. Okay. Manectric could have Flamethrower. We'll see, we'll see. But you best believe I'm going to take out all these wild Pokemon here, because I need that increased FOV, man. I can't see anything. It's too dark. Alright. Easy money. I'm pretty sure Vileplume gets O-Code by Earthquake as well. I kind of remember that from last time. The only problem is I'm paralyzed, so I will get outsped and get KO'd by a grass attack. Okay, so here's top right. So I must have spawned, like, bottom middle, probably. Ether's good. We'll need that for later. I started with a free one, but that's the first one I found, so that makes 2 Ethers in bag. And honestly, really, really lucky with the Hyper Potions this round. Okay, I might as well go this way. But that should be the corner, yeah. I feel like I found 4 Hyper Potions, maybe. Plus the free one I started with. We should have 5, maybe even 6. That's actually pretty good. Alright, Manectric's out here clicking T-Waves when, A, I'm a ground type. B, I'm already paralyzed, so not too sure what you're trying to accomplish with the T-Wave there, boss. But with only finding that single Lumberry, that's the only way to cure paralysis. There's no way I'm doing it. Let me actually check what's in the bag. Okay, so we found 5 Hyper Potions. That's really good. And I found 1 Ether, and then the Lum, the Fluffy, and the Ash. I'm honestly pretty happy with that set of items right there. Because, for example, you know, I could have found like 4 Ethers. And only like 1 potion. That would have been really bad. Look at this, man. Donnie don't care about the paralysis. He's hitting through that every time. I gotta lean forward in my chair. This is getting intense right now. We're almost to the top. Now, I'm gonna have to hope that we find a lot of Pecha Berries in round 2. What is this? Ooh, I'll take it. Because Poison is running rampant in round 2. Okay. We're gonna have to do a double battle unless I could walk around. Which I might be able to. Is this guy not a spinner? Alright, we'll just take the double battle then. I'm gonna put Poliwrath in the 2-hole though, so keep Camerupt clean in the bag. But we'll just do this and then dip out. The only reason I wanted to go around and take that single battle was because I want to, actually, Donphan's gonna get O-Code turn 1 anyway, in the double battle. But I wanted to go around and check for an item as I looped around to the stairs. Because the only problem with taking the double battle is right after I'm gonna walk on the blue tile. I can't avoid the blue tile, and I might miss out on an item. So that makes me kind of want to go around. Plus, if I lead with Poliwrath and Donphan, like, if they both get outsped, they can also both get 1 shot. So I'm actually going to go take the single battle with Poliwrath, and then hope that there's an item as I loop around to the stairs. If my Mons were at, you know, a better HP value, and Donphan wasn't paralyzed, I would take the double battle for sure, but theoretically, like, 1 fast Pokemon could outspeed Poliwrath and O-Code it, right? And then even if it's the other Pokemon is slow, it doesn't matter because Donphan is paralyzed. Probably just Brick Break this, I guess. I don't think it would O-Code, but maybe. The Leap has pretty decent defense. Oh, damn. Okay, it just goes for Ingrain, that don't matter. Alright, so Poliwrath avoids damage. I'm gonna talk to this guy and see if he says about how many more items are on the floor. Just Ice Punch it, because why not? Didn't really matter what attack I went for there, obviously. Alright, Rich, give me something valuable. Don't tell me the stairs are in the downward direction, boss. Okay. 4 more trainers. Oh, I gotta switch out Poliwrath. If I run into a Manectric, I can't run from that, and Poliwrath are gonna get smoked by Thunder. So we gotta leave Donnie back in front here. Right on cue. Should I try to run? Because, like, Earthquake will O-Code this thing. But if it hits me with a grass attack, whatever, I'll just try to fight it. Okay. That was a free chance to run. I'm just gonna do it now. Okay, we actually get away. Troll ass Vileplume. Alright, well there's the rest of the trainers. There was no item on this loop, but that's okay. Alright, and here we are, floor 7. Just get sniped off rip. Okay, it's just a single battle though. Maybe we'll get information about the stairs and we can just get out of here without having to use... Okay, Combuskin. As long as I could survive what I guess would be like a flamethrower, which I probably don't. Obviously, we'll smoke his ass with an EQ, but... Okay. We should survive that. Barely. Okay. I would've got absolutely barbecued by a flamethrower. Because it's, you know, it's more than double the power of Ember. So if Ember did that much, flamethrower would have KO'd me from about 130 HP. Alright, the exit is up. Imagine if it was just directly up from his line of sight. Almost. She's probably trolling something here. Alright, Donnie, you did great, boss. But this is probably where the end of the line for you. Although Jolteon might not even have a way to hit me. Unless you're packing Swift, Quick Attack, that makes sense. No! Might as well try to run because the next one KOs me. Okay, I guess I could have just attacked. Why not? Donnie, come on, baby. No! Whatever. Camel time. Yeah, at least we escaped. That's good. I do need to switch Camerupt in front, though. Because right now, Poliwrath would be the lead Pokemon with Donphan getting KO'd there. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Really? I don't even want that shit. Okay, so where's the exit then? And why is there 0 wall tiles? And this is just like a wide open room? That's hella weird, man. Alright, obviously we can Oko Breloom with Flamethrower, but bro is gonna be hella annoying if we if he clicks Stun Spore. But Giga Drain's fine, I'll take that. Sure, it's still gonna hurt because it's neutral damage, but Camerupt can take his fair share of Giga Drains. Alright, so we kind of just eliminated the whole top middle. So it's either top left or top right. But obviously I'm heading top left, so I'm just gonna keep going that way. Okay, so I think if... I can't... Okay. After this battle, though, I will be able to see that top tile. I'm trying to maximize the odds of finding it right, where you don't want to stand where you can see off into the abyss. You just want to see as much of... Okay. I knew it was coming. It was inevitable, but whatever. Camerupt's hella slow anyway. It don't really matter. But after this battle, the FOV is going to increase just slightly, and I'll be able to see the top row without having to get too close to it. So this works out. Yeah, now I can barely see the top row. Okay, that's already top left, so... Maybe it's top right, but there is a couple trainers this way. Well, we're about to walk, or like, see this guy on his bike, but there was a chick down lower that could snipe me. Alright, Jolteon can't damage Camerupt. You can quick attack all you want, you're gonna get smoked by an EQ. So I do need to be careful that I don't get sniped by like a water type in a trainer battle. Alright, man. We get it. The full paras. Thank you! About damn time, man. So I'm gonna do my best to avoid these two trainers here. Only because my team is a little low on HP at this point. We're almost back to that point. I don't remember if that girl was... Wait, what? Well, this is a whole different trainer. Where'd the dude on the bike go? I thought I was going to see them back in the middle. And now I'm also confused because I just swept the entire top row and I didn't see anything there. Hitmontop is kind of annoying for this team, but I can click Overheat because it's only one Pokemon. So I don't have to worry. Oh, I have Eruption. I'm trolling. Never mind. That's annoying. But you can hit Pokemon with Earthquake. I forgot about that. He ain't gonna kill me with Dig anyway, but it's gonna hurt, and it probably puts me at a point where I do have to Potion. So maybe I let Poliwrath tank this, actually. The only problem is I get outsped and probably KO'd to Mach Punch. But you know what? Just in case he digs again, I'm going to click Earthquake. I'm going to switch out and conserve Camerupt's HP a little bit. But I think I might have to use one of my Hyper Potions, which is not ideal. Somehow I outsped him. Whatever. This is not going to OHKO, but it would have if I'd have caught him underground. Okay. Let's actually gauge that. Because apparently, you know, in future gens, I don't remember if it worked the way back in Gen 3, but if you Earthquake a Pokemon that's digging underground, it does double damage. So the fact that that one did 40%, will this one do 80% and pick up the KO? Indeed it does. Nice. Come on, man. See ya, Leslie. Get out of here. Okay, oh, we get a free item out of it. That's not bad. So I feel like I checked middle. In my head, like, the way I do this is I like to envision it like a tic-tac board. Or a tic-tac-toe board, right? That Focus Punch caught me off guard. I lost my train of thought because I was like, please hit through the paralysis so I don't get smoked by a Focus Punch. But, you'll hear me as I go through this kind of talk about it like it's a tic-tac-toe board, right? Basically, a square of 9 with 3 on the top, 3 in the middle, and 3 on the bottom. That's how I like to break it up. So I've already checked all 3 of the top, in the top row, and I've also checked middle. So now we're in the middle right, and the hint I got was that the stairs were up. So that's the whole middle right. Now it makes me think that it's over on middle left. This is pretty much the last thing that I haven't checked yet. But now we found this bicyclist again, which means there was a trainer, another girl trainer down below the bicyclist, so she might snipe me, but I'll be able to bob and weave the bicyclist here. Well, that's not a big deal. Honestly though, it might not be a bad thing. Okay, she was too far down there. It might not be a bad thing that we just are taking this extra time, because I just found a bonus revive that I didn't think I was going to find, because I thought I would have found the tile by now, if I'm being honest. But it should be middle left. But I'm actually getting pretty close to the edge of the map on the middle left, so... The hint that I got at the very start of floor 7 was that the stairs were in the northern direction. But I guess that NPC was like all the way at the bottom of the map. I didn't think they were. And this is weird. I don't think I've ever seen a room yet that has 0 wall tiles. Yeah, what the heck? No! I got sniped by Grandma. What am I doing? I was about to say, okay, she's not going to spin. So interesting. Now I'm going to sweep back left to right. Okay, she has a Viper, which gets smoked by Earthquake, but how much damage do I got to take first, though? We get another bonus item, though, which I'm not mad about. Okay, please don't get full parried here. That'd be bad. Nice. Okay. No way you live unless you have a focus band. It's the only way. That's what I'm talking about, Camerupt. Good job, good job. Alright, hopefully this is worth it. Yeah. I mean, really whatever it was, as long as it's not like a dire hit or X attack. Now, I just gotta be careful as we head back this way, because there was that other girl in the middle of the room, and at this point, I ain't trying to battle anybody else, man. I just want to get out of here. Where the heck is that blue tile? We've been fighting so much here that I pretty much have the max FOV at this point. Not quite, but almost. I have to admit, though, out of all 3 attempts here in round 1, this is by far the best. In terms of, like, acquiring items. Okay, here she is. I almost walked directly in line with her. There it is, man. Sheesh. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we have reached the tippity top of the mountaintop. However, this is just round 1, so... Pyramid King Brandon, nowhere to be found. This is like, you know, the 14th time I've seen this guy at this point, though. I'm just kidding, it's not that many, but... Bro's always here at the top of the pyramid, like, good job, dude. You've conquered the pyramid. Okay. So let me change the thing at the bottom of the screen, right next to my shoulder there, about moving on to round 2. And then we will jump right back in. Okay, it's saving. Perfect time. I gotta look down at my keyboard, find the number 2. Okay. Round 2, good to go. Let's get it. Now, they are gonna get more difficult, although if you really think about it, ground typing is the perfect type for the first 3 rounds, right? Because electric, poison, and fire, those are the 3 status conditions. They all get hit super effectively by earthquake. So that's why I decided on the earthquake squad. But with that being said, toxic is obviously like the worst status condition because it's the only one of the 3 that affects you in the overworld as you're walking around. So ideally, what you want to do here is have a fast Pokemon that can just spam EQ and OHKO all the wild Pokemon so you don't get poisoned, right? Because I'm going to get poisoned a lot here. And in terms of longevity, that's really, really bad. Because I'm going to be walking around so much and taking unnecessary chip damage from poison. Obviously, getting burnt is bad for in-battle. Because it cuts your physical attack in half. Which, you know, all 3 of my Pokemon have physical attacks, but I ain't gonna lie, man. That was a really lucky round 1. 6 Hyper Potions, 3 Revives, and the Giga Ultra Revive with the Sacred Ash. But only 1 Lumberry, so we're gonna need I'm gonna need to find some Pecha Berries for sure. Let's go this way to start it off. Oh, that was an item, I think. Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah. Keep them coming, man. The more the merrier with the Hyper Potions. For real. Okay, I must have spawned pretty much in the top right then. Now, I think... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I think in the first few floors, they're like slower poison types. That's not what... Well, this isn't even a poison type either, but it is gonna be packing poison powder. So let's just hope I dodge it. Oh, how do I outspeed Butterfree? Huh? This is a Dawn fan with not much speed investment. I put just enough EVs on this thing and speed to outspeed the 3 Reggies. I thought I saw like something right there. Okay. What is this? Woo-hoo! Yeah, baby. Come on. More. Keep them coming, though. Because trust me, I'm going to need them after what happened during last episode. Ooh. Talk to me. What is this? Damn it. We got to go around. I mean, I'll probably fight that guy too, but I just want to grab this first. Okay. Yep. Bro might actually be blocking the tile. Wait, what is he? He's just staring into the wall. No, the tile's actually not up here. Bro's actually just staring at the wall right there. It's crazy. What? Sucks to be that guy. This could be faster than me, but it is kind of low level at 84. How did I outspeed a level 89 Butterfree? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, we outspeed this too. Good. Just basically delaying the inevitable because I'm going to get poisoned multiple times trying to navigate these 7 floors. Again, because my team is so slow, but you know, it's kind of in the later floors where the Pokemon are higher level, so they will be definitely faster. But I'm just hoping that we're going to have enough resources to survive these 7 floors. Okay, Minoon is hilarious, actually. Of all things to see, because we just saw a bunch of those. Alright, bro. What are we doing clicking Charm? I don't even think Frustration's a 2-shot, actually. I was trying to save an Earthquake, but... Yeah, okay, now I actually have to use it now. Brother. There's no shot I'm sitting here at -4 attack. Hopefully I crit through this. If not, I might go Camerupt. Because he should live that, right? Yeah, because -4. I don't have a Citrus Berry. Okay, Slack, that's fine. Because I think Frustration kills from here. Damn it. I have to burn 2 Earthquakes. That sucks. But whatever, because honestly, Frustration might have not KO'd. After the first one at -2 did, what, like 20%-ish? So that would have been a -4. It probably would have barely picked up the KO. Alright, the exit is somewhere towards the bottom, which does not really indicate much because I'm pretty much at the top of the map. But it turns out it's right here. We'll take it. Ooh. That's also really bad for Dawn Fan. I mean, I could Oko it with an Earthquake, but I don't think I outspeed. Well, sometimes in life you just gotta accept it, man. Okay. Honestly, a better outcome. Sure, is this gonna do probably 40 to 50%? Yeah, but it's better than getting poisoned. Honestly, it might seem like that was a crazy statement that I just made, but if you really think about it, like taking no damage there and getting poisoned seems like better initially. But let me look for some items too. Okay, there's nothing around. But you got to remember that by the time I walk around for the next 100 steps, that is the same thing essentially. I would have racked up that much damage just walking around. So I guess it's kind of the same, but it's never good to take 50%. But I still stand by what I said. Getting poisoned there would have actually been worse. This go round 2, like round 2 is probably the worst for my team. Damn, here's another one. It's one level lower though. Maybe I can outspeed it. This is a bad idea, but I'm gonna try. Okay, nice, we do. Hopefully I find the stairs quickly during round 2, because the poison round, right, you wouldn't think it's that bad because my team is all packing Earthquake, but it actually is bad because of how slow my team is. You gotta remember that. Damn it, bro. I wanted to switch Poliwrath in front, but I thought I could dodge the trainer, that's why I didn't do it. Please have like a Slugma or like a slow fire type for no reason. Actually not a horrible matchup. Rock Slide won't Oko, but what are you gonna do? Go for Hypnosis, actually? That would be annoying. Maybe I get a flinch. And this does like ideally 70%, so I could just kill it with Frustration. Save a Rock Slide. Okay, it only does half. Flinch. That's really bad. Well, maybe I get a flinch though. But now Rock Slide doesn't kill. That's kind of annoying. Stupid owl. Okay. Got the special attack that's not stab boosted because you're not a dark type. Interesting. And then Frustration kills from here. I hope. It's gonna do a lot less plus reflect. Okay, I bet you that like barely took him out right there. Okay. Not bad. Give me another hint. Okay. Actually, not another hint. This is a new floor. Somewhere in the down direction. I'm gonna kind of head bottom left, and then I'll sweep back across. We gotta fight again, though. Maybe this guy will give us a hint about number of items on the floor. He's got a Clefairy. He's hilarious. Although, don't laugh. Don't laugh. This thing could easily click Sing. Put me to sleep. Clefairy, ain't nobody got time to listen to you sing. Get out of here. Although I don't think Frustration would kill it. Yeah. Did I predict that or what? I'm going for Double Edge. Just for scientific purposes, I want to see how much recoil I take. What was I at? 162? So I only took 5. Okay. Alright, what do you say? Oh, there's 2 more trainers on the floor. I got you. Oh, we got an item, folks. Hold on, hold on. Who is this? Get out of my face, man. Alright. This one is much higher level. There's no way I outspeed Butterfree at 93. So we're probably going to take a Poison Powder here, but it is what it is. Okay, that was best case scenario. Gus isn't going to do shit. Because it is, in this game, it is a physical attack. Right? All flying attacks are back in the day. And I'm pretty sure this Butterfree is packing Psybeam, if I remember correctly. So honestly, that's not too bad. Another Revive, too, is great. And there we go. Pretty lucky first 2 floors. Okay, where did I just spawn here? This is obviously the top of the map, but is it top left or top right? I would love for the stairs to be here just for no reason. That'd be so lit. Why? Because this place is the opposite of lit. It's really dark and I can't see. Okay, I was kind of like top middle. Maybe slightly towards the top right. Ooh, this one I can outspeed for sure. 85 is really low level. Just connect the rock slide, Donnie. Huh? At least it wasn't toxic poison, but... What? Didn't the first Butterfree I seen was like, I think 89 and I outsped it? Whatever. Still with no Pecha Berries though, I only have that one Lum. That's not ideal. Bro, why did I find a Bright Powder? That's such a troll item. Can I throw that on the ground? Yeah. I'm not gonna resort to cheese like that. I won't. This is really bad though. Donnie's not gonna last much longer, but you know, why rip the Lumberry when I can just let him get KO'd and revive him back? That's my thought process. That should be the last row. Oh no, it wasn't. I just took a lot of steps without seeing if the tile could have been against the wall there, but... 84. Now I don't know what to expect in terms of what I can and can't outspeed. Oh, I miss. I could have sworn I outsped one at 89 though, and then I don't outspeed one at 85. It's really weird. Whatever. Donphan ain't gonna be around much longer though, because even if I, you know, don't see any trainers or wild Pokemon, which obviously the wild Pokemon are everywhere, but you know, even without it, just walking around, I would die to poison eventually. Man, Butterfree's for days in here, huh? I'm gonna keep taking them out though, as long as I can connect these rock slides, because it will give me the increased FOV. And this one's at 87 and I outspeed it versus 85. So maybe they, well, I mean, it's not surprising, but they probably all have random natures. So that one at 85 was like a timid Butterfree and the rest are like quiet or relaxed. Okay, definitely not bottom left. Confirmed. I kind of forgot Skarmory was in here. I can't touch it with Donphan, but Skarmory is hella slow, so I should be able to run, yeah. Okay, so that thing has to be packing Toxic then. I don't remember seeing Skarmory's last time, but there's no way I didn't, right? Trying to go through 7 floors of this, I had to see it. I mean, like Camerupt can smoke Skarm with a single flamethrower, right? Because Sturdy doesn't work the way that it does nowadays. Back then, Sturdy just helped, like, it only protected you from Sheer Cold and Fissure and Oko moves like that. Now it lets, you know, Sturdy's really good these days because it lets you live a hit at 1 HP as long as, like, you would have been KO'd at full. So what I'm trying to get at is, I mean, everybody knows this, but just in case you don't. Like, if Flamethrower would Oko Skarmory, it would actually live with 1 HP in future generations. But that ain't how it worked when the ability first came out back in Gen 3, so... Alright, at least we're hitting all these rock slides. We've only missed one of them, which honestly is kind of surprising. Normally I miss rock slide all the time, but now we got pretty good sized FOV here. Oh, I was wondering why all of a sudden I stopped walking. I didn't hear the exclamation mark go off. Obviously I couldn't see it either, but please don't have a water type. Okay. Now, keep in mind though, my Poliwrath does not actually have water absorb, it has damp. Which is going to come into play when we get back to Brandon because his lead Pokemon, Regirock, has Explosion. So I purposely kept... do I even bother switching? I don't think I do. I just accept this L and get a free switch into Poliwrath. But I kept Damp on Poliwrath to troll that Regirock because Explosion was broken back in Gen 3. Like, it Okos everything, pretty much. As long as you're not a Steel or Ghost type. Oh, don't be doing this, man. Doesn't matter. Poliwrath got that clear vision. You know, watch. Alright. I meant, like, next turn. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. We gonna brick break this little starfish. Don't get it twisted. What did I tell you? I don't think it Okos though. It is just a Staryu, but yeah, this Poliwrath is not that much investment in physical attack. Cause I kind of split it between physical and special, and you could tell with 357 HP, it's got Shell Bell, huh? It's kind of a troll. I pretty much maxed out the HP Look at Poliwrath go, man. Hitting back-to-back brick breaks at -2 evasion. This was pretty much, if not like max HP Poliwrath, and then I kind of just split the remaining EVs like half and half with physical and special attack. 4 more trainers on the floor, damn. I bet you they're all blocking the thing up here. Okay. Question is, do I take the double battle though? Hitmonchan's not a bad matchup actually for Camerupt. Although it probably outspeeds me, so I can't really click Eruption. Alright, bro. Relax with the Protect and Detect. Hitmonchan is kind of slow, but it's got to be faster than Camerupt, right? I could have clicked Eruption. By the way, Chan should live this because it has pretty decent special defense, naturally. Yeah. Eruption might not have killed either, but I should go for EQ, actually. This Camerupt has more physical attack EVs than it does special. I think I was like a neutral nature, like Hardy or something. Alright, man. It's been 4 turns and you click Detect 4 times. What are we doing? Are you choice banded Detect? You're actually slower. Oh no, it's clicking counter, isn't it? Right when I click EQ, but I feel like this kills, yeah. The crit didn't matter. Hitmonchan has bad physical defense, but like decent special defense. That's why I took the flamethrower so good. I could actually dodge both of them. I mean, I could easily fight them. Both these guys are at full HP. I'm gonna try to double dodge though, damn. Oh no, she just said something about an incredible swift swim. We got another water type here. Oh, maybe not. We do have a water type. Honestly, I have to go Poliwrath. I can't let Camerupt take that much damage. And Shell Smash doesn't exist back in the day, so we're good. Here we go again. Whatever, as long as it doesn't have Toxic, we can sit here all day, but this ain't gonna kill either. Unless I get a crit. I just thought of something. Let's hope this guy does not have Shell Bell like the Staryu did, because then the next Brick Break ain't gonna kill. Does this thing even have a water attack? Are you... Whatever, now I gotta click Surf. Which is gonna be a 2-shot, but whatever. Brick Break ain't gonna do shit. Okay, that doesn't do anything either. Why? Why do you have Toxic? This is the trolliest fight. I should have went around. Is Surf even a 2-shot? I think it is, but... Oh, I don't know if this thing has a water attack, bro. I've seen 3 attacks. Double Team, Iron Defense, and Toxic. Okay, you do. Dive. I got you. So I can't even do anything next turn. Oh, this is really bad. I might not even win this fight. I think I tested this last time, right? Yeah, Earthquake doesn't work on dive. I knew that, but I just wanted to try it again. Wait, this is really bad if I don't connect attacks. Hold on. We might be in trouble here. Oh, this is not good. Okay, you dive again. So Poliwrath is going to go down here. I just need to hit Flamethrower, which... Oh, this is not good. Do I need to bring Donphan back? I think I try to go for Eruption, right? Because I don't know if I'd be faster than Clamperl. I guess if I'm not faster, right? Here's what happens. It either goes Double Team or Toxic, which doesn't damage me. Or Iron Defense. The only way it can damage me is with Dive. And if it's faster and it dives underwater, then Eruption fails anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I think I go for Eruption. Because I don't think Flamethrower would kill. Oh, this is lame, bro. And if I miss Eruption, because it does have the evasions, I'm gonna die to poison right here, but if that does happen, I have to like use my Sacred Ash or something. Of course, I'm not gonna use potions or revives in battle against the Pyramid King, but Against scrubs like this, I will allow it. Even though I don't like the potion in battle, but let's just hope we connect this eruption and then it's a moot point, but it's not. Okay, I still eruption next turn though. From this range after one poison tick, it's still stronger than flamethrower. But as soon as this thing dives underwater, I'm busting out my ash. Does this kill? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. It doesn't. Well, time to ash. What a troll-ass Pokemon this is. Or at least the moveset. What? Oh, I can't use it in battle? Alright, whatever. All we gotta do is connect one Surf on it. Well, even a Brick Break would kill from this range, but I'm still gonna try to do it with Camerupt. I'll just try to Flamethrower it. If I miss Flamethrower and it dives underwater again, actually, I would die to poison. I wouldn't even... Oh, really? Okay. I didn't think I was gonna die to poison like that, but whatever. I was gonna like revive Donphan if I had to, but... Alright, Poliwrath. Get him. Just a raw dog dive? No toxic? Okay. What? I forgot about that. Actually, I'm a dumbass. I completely forgot that's how that worked. By the way, I need to move and dodge this other guy. Woo! Okay. There appears to be 3 more items in the ground. Damn, because the tile's right there. Brother, what just happened right there? That was really bad. I kind of have to use the ash. If I'm being honest. It has to be used right there. It's a double max revive, why not? Damn, 3 more items is tough. I want to look around, but I can't. I really can't. Okay. Unless, like, there was an item right here, but it's too late. Alright. We're spawning on the bottom right corner. Good to know, good to know. Information is key. Alright, I can see everything from right here. Let's just full send it down the sideline and hope for the best. Ooh, I'll take this. Okay. We're almost double digits in hyper potions at this point. That's pretty lit. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, that was the dumbest set. I completely forgot about I'm about to take a toxic to the face right here too, which is annoying. Just revive these guys. But I totally forgot that Surf is the equivalent to Earthquaking Dig users. Surf, oh, outspeed is funny. Surf hits dive users? That doesn't even make sense, right? If you really think about it. It makes sense that Earthquake would hit somebody who's digging underground. But if somebody's diving underwater, Surf is like a surface level attack. It doesn't affect what happens underwater. That's weird. But we hit through double teams while that guy was underwater, so I'll take it. And most importantly, Poliwrath didn't get poisoned. That would have been really bad, because I did miss the first Surf after coming back. How do I outspeed a level 100 Combuskin? What? So the fact that it went for dive turn 1 instead of clicking toxic was really, really good. I gotta remember though, when I come in for the gold medal round, and even all the other battle facilities, bring something with aerial ace. You have to. You just have to. Alright, she tells me the stairs are down, but I'm pretty much like at the top of the map. But you know what? We spawned in the bottom right. Why would he be looking down? I'm gonna walk around this guy, because I think he's not gonna look up. Well, they're all looking down, so... No, I went too far. I'm a dumbass. What am I doing? I think the stairs are just bottom left. They could be bottom right next to these guys, but... Apalm? What are we doing here? It's gonna click Fake Out for like 50 damage, though. Because okay, Fury Swipe miss. L. Because I have... Well, I was gonna say like no bulk investment, which is true on the physical defensive side, but I put a lot of investment into HP. I put 252 into physical attack. I absolutely maxed it out. And then I think I have, like I talked about, some speed EVs. Yeah, it is. Okay, it's bottom left. Because I got to make sure I outspeed the Reggies. Scarm? If I fail to run from Scarm, I'm going to take a Toxic. But also, if I hard switch to Camel, I also take a Toxic, so I'm willing to risk it. Skarmory is slow, but the running away is kind of weird in this game. Nice. Let's go, man. I see you lurking right there, Mr. Hiker. Oh, they got everybody pulling up here, huh? Which means, okay, those were all double battles. I got you. Well, we'll take a hint from Grandma after we take her out here. Would have been better if that ended up being a double battle, but it is what it is. Great. You know this guy loves to click Will-O-Wisp, but it is what it is. Fake out first. Again, that's doing a little too much damage. I don't understand these Pokemon, man. Alright, but Sableye doesn't even have Prankster back in the day, right? Wasn't that ability invented later? I feel like Sableye only had Stall back in Gen 3, which is funny because it's like the opposite. 4 items on the floor, so there's a bunch of items. There's one on the floor. We found it again. No way. Or did I find this? No, I never found this the first time. No, it was a focus band, right? That's what I found. That's a really bad matchup for Donnie. Oh, I forgot Gengar spawned at this point. Because you got to remember, you can't hit Gengar's got Levitate back then. I can't hit this at all, except Rock Slide's the only attack I can use on it. Oh, that's really bad, bro. I think I switched to Poliwrath because odds are he's probably going to click Toxic. And I could two-shot it with Surf. Shadow Punch. Well, whatever. I had to switch Donphan out of there anyway. Okay, bro's just deciding to punch. By the way, with all 3 of those trainers right there where I spawned in at, that's probably where the blue tile is. Usually they're guarding it like that. But she didn't give me a hint, so I'm not... Okay, there's the Toxic. I went to Poliwrath because he's already low HP anyway. So I figured if anybody's going to get poisoned, it's going to be Bro. And then we go from there. Because it's better to let him take it, go down to poison, and revive him back. I'm going to put Camerupt in front, though, in case I see more... Actually, I'm going to put Poliwrath in front now. I really should go back and look around where all those trainers were. This is a bad idea. Okay, so they were kind of top left, then. That actually, I think, just put me in double digits for Hyper Potions. That's crazy. This was my downfall last time, not having enough Hyper Potions. Choice Band, by the way, is super lit. I guess, why would I not put that on Donphan, right? I just thought about that. Camerupt and Poliwrath are both mixed attackers, right? Because the water and ice coverage on Poliwrath and all the fire attacks on Camerupt, but Donphan has 4 physical attacks, so Bro can definitely use Choice Band. That's right, the first go around I found a Focus Band, which is kind of a troll item. I don't like Focus Band, I don't like Quick Claw, and I don't like the Bright Powder. Of course, I take out Choice Band Rock Slide guy, and now it's a freaking Crobat. Whatever. If Poliwrath goes down here, we'll just go out to Donnie to Rock Slide this. But I am kind of trolling the fact that I ran away like a scrub from all those trainers where I spawned in at. That was a mistake. I think I live Bite, yeah. And only 1 turn of confusion is funny. Ice Punch isn't going to do much damage. I still have to go to Donphan, but at least maybe I get a freeze. I don't know. It does some damage. I was going to say it ensures that Rock Slide kills, but I'm Choice Banded, so honestly, I could KO with Frustration. I'm going to do that. I might have to take a Toxic, though, which would suck. But I want to save the rest of these Rock Slides here. Ha! That's annoying, bro. I'm starting to hate this poison round, though. To me, it's like the most annoying of the 3. Only because it affects you outside of battle, right? Like, sure, getting burnt is really, really bad. But it only affects you in battle. So it's not as bad. I'm only on floor 5. I think I have to bring Poliwrath back here. Even though I don't need it right now, like, there's no way that these two can carry me the rest of the way because they're both going to get poisoned. It's inevitable. I'm trying to make a decision here. Do I even keep going bottom left, or do I head back up to where those trainers were? I'm going to keep going since I'm already down here, but I feel like this is a bad idea. Because usually, not every time, but usually when there's that many trainers, that's pretty much where the stairs are. But something was just telling me, you know, that was a troll this time around, so I kind of wanted to go elsewhere. Turns out it was a bad idea, and I'm basically just heading back. Wait, was that an item right there? No. Yeah, there's actually 4 trainers here. another bander? It's crazy. I feel like I'm going to take this double battle, but there's no way. I'm also going to choice band Poliwrath. Yeah. Only for this fight, though. I don't normally want it banded. I want to rip a double battle, though, but I can't quite see both their eyes. Got it. Okay. So the blue tile's not. It's not right between them, but one of them will give me a hint about the stairs, I hope. But that's crazy. I spawned right in the middle of 4 trainers. Go figure. Okay, now I have a choice banded Brick Break, so I'm going to do that into... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's neutral. Because Anorith is Rock Bug. I could Flamethrower to Oko the Mankey. And I guess a banded Brick Break is still the best way to hit Anorith, but... Because it's banded, I feel like it would kill. It definitely would have killed Mankey, but Anorith actually has bulk. Okay, shoutouts Choice Band. That's why it's one of my favorite items. Oh, please swagger the Poliwrath. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh well. Camerupt, show them why, man. You don't ever get confused. You might be slow, a little bit slow to process information, right? But you're never confused, man. Never in doubt. Get this monkey out of here. Alright, I gotta take the choice band off Poliwrath. I don't have to, actually, but if I click Surf or Ice Punch, it just doesn't do anything. Alright, the exit is really to the left. We also gotta dodge this idiot again, which I can't see where he's looking now. That's funny, because I was... Grandma, move, man. Let me dodge him this way. Alright. I did actually almost go all the way to the bottom left, so maybe it was just top left. Oh. Okay, we found a Pecha, finally. Oh, it's right there. Do I save Pecha? No, because Donphan's gonna get poisoned again. There's no point. There really is no point. Alright, 2 floors to go. Give me a quick one, baby. Come on. I need it right now, please. Will the RNG be in my favor? By the way, I'm also going to get poisoned here. I think I click Eruption, though. Oddly enough, because even if you go for Bite or Toxic, I ain't going to take that much damage. I should put the band on this so I can just smoke this guy with a Rock Slide. Okay. Eruption's the right play here. Does getting poisoned suck? Yeah, it does. But it's okay. Because Eruption, this is 150 base power at full HP, so it should kill. I'd be shocked if Crobat takes this, but I am just a Camerupt at the end of the day, so maybe. Really? I would not have thought that. Now I go Flamethrower. Stop with the confusion, bruh. What are we doing here? Just like last time, though, Camerupt doesn't get confused. So it's all good, man. It's all good. This is not working out very well. Alright, Crobat, relax, buddy. If I hit myself again, it's going to suck because I would have started taking... The poison damage is going to start racking up here. But we get rid of Crobat. And again, another problem with having a slow team, but really, let's be honest, Crobat has 130 base speed, so maxes out at 394 at level 100. Probably not going to be able to run away from bro anyway. So it is what it is. I still don't think I ripped the Pecha. I think I save it for floor 7, just in case. And yeah, choice band on Poliwrath and Donphan doesn't even help because I can't EQ Gengar anyway. Oh, Nightshade is so bad. I did not know bro was gonna be packing Night. Okay, this is gonna get hard these last couple floors. Because Flamethrower doesn't KO, poison damage puts me under 96, and I die to the next Nightshade. If he goes for it again though, he might be stupid and go for Shadow Punch. Oh, it didn't put me under 96. Wow. Okay. I guess that was the first turn of poison in the battle, right? So I was thinking it was still like toxic poison. Well, it is, but it doesn't rack up like that until further into the battle. I'm on floor 6, right? Yeah. If I can just get quick stairs on floor 6 or 7, we're good, we're good. But if I struggle to find it for back-to-back floors, this is gonna get really, really weird, actually. Do I have like 101 or 100 HP? No, I have exactly 99. You're trolling, you're trolling, you're trolling. Okay, he went toxic, good. Imagine if bro clicked Nightshade right there, just for the perfect KO. That would have sucked. Give me a crit for no reason. Come on. Okay. Maybe click Shadow Punch or Toxic again. You never know. Okay. Thank you, Gengar, for being a scrub. Oh, this is starting to get shicey, man. I might have to rip a Hyper Potion on Camel, too. I don't know, I don't know. Show me, flash that little blue on the screen right there. Damn. Do I Hyper Potion? Nah, I probably just let Camerupt go down. And these two can get me off the floor. The question is, if it takes me too long to find the exit, I might have to bring Camerupt back for floor 7. Oh, that's an item. Okay. If this is a second Pecha Berry, I might use one on Donnie. But I need to save... I only have one. I gotta save it for like an intense situation. These Gengars are funny. They keep going for Toxic. Damn, Gengar is actually a problem for the Earthquake squad because he kind of hard walls that idea. Oh well. I could also Hyper Potion Camerupt. Well, I might die to Shadow Punch. But then again, it is just a Gengar, so I wouldn't be surprised if I lived that. I'll say yes. I'll go ahead and take it out with a Banded Rock Slide. There's no point in going Poliwrath because I'm going to get outsped and probably hit with a Toxic. So let's just go for the Rock Slide here. Hopefully he doesn't click the, that. Nightshade. Because now I'm down to 158. But whatever. At least we connect Rock Slide, so that's good. I think I do need to burn a potion, though, to get Donnie back to full. What is this? It is a Pecha? Okay. That's a second Pecha. I could also let one of them hold. Like, I could use a Pecha and then have somebody hold the other one. But then, you know, next wild Pokemon I see that clicks Toxic, then I'm out of Pechas again. I definitely have to Hyper Potion here. I need 2 Pokemon healthy to get me out of this place. Honestly, I'm probably going to end up using another one at some point. Whether it be on a revived Camerupt or one of these 2 that are still alive. Do I even burn it? See, this is the problem. Well, not a problem, but this is what happens when you have a really slow team, right? What's the point of using a Pecha Berry on Donphan? Because the next thing I see is just going to poison him again, right? Oh, I didn't need to fight her. That was dumb. Whatever. Maybe we'll get it. We just spawned into floor 6, so maybe we get a hint about the stairs. But, ooh, Choice Bandit Rock Slide might actually... No, the first one did 50%, so this will do like 75, 80%. But we know bro can take this for sure. Yeah, that was about 85. He doesn't put the Reflect up. I mean, didn't matter, I guess. Reflect only mattered when I wasn't banded. But starting to get a little low on Rock Slides here. Only got 3 more. But hopefully Grandma gives us some good information here. That's what we're looking for. Damn, I was just looking at the time on the recording. It's already... Oh, it's almost been like an hour and a half. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Let's head over in this direction then. Aha. Bro's out here gatekeeping an item. Give me that, man. Yeet. Okay. I think I go all the way to the bottom and then I head to the right and then back up. Even though I probably missed a bunch of stuff right there. But I should have basically just went like straight down from where Grandma was. Because I definitely could have missed. Okay, I found it. Alright, floor 7. Please, please RNG, be in my favor with quick stairs. Alternatively, we could fight Bro. Where's Donphan? I actually had a pretty decent amount of HP. Let's hope this is something that a Choice Band Earthquake can just smoke. Because there's pretty much nothing that can live that. So please no flying types. or levitators. Perfect. It's a flying type. I don't care about the Intimidate because Rock Slide is still going to absolutely send you packing. You remember back in X and Y how they had Horde battles where there's like 5 Pokemon on the screen? Choice Banded Rock Slide could probably OHKO 5 Masquerades at once. But actually I just thought I'd take that back because if they all had Intimidate, I'd be at -5 attack, so... My bad. I didn't even think about that, but... if they didn't have Intimidate, even with spread damage dividing it by 5, I still smoke 5 Masquerades at once. Information, buddy. Thank you. You're trolling. Okay. Although, I don't know if he's at the very bottom of the map. You know, telling me up isn't that much info. That's a bad matchup. Well, unless you... Oh, wait, Leaf Storm isn't even a thing until Gen 4. Actually, I think... I don't know how I outsped you, but... I was going to say, barring a Leaf Storm, I probably live a Grass Attack. But Choice Banded Rock Slide should even kill this. Oh, he has a focus. You're trolling, you're trolling, you're trolling. That's so annoying. I get the flinch, though, but now... I have to go for my last Rock Slide, which sucks. Why am I seeing nothing but flying types when I have, like, Banded EQ? We connect the last Rock Slide, but... Now if I see a Gengar, I'm actually hard-walled. So I think I gotta switch Donnie out. I literally cannot touch Gengar. Alright, they both say the same thing about the exit. So we gotta go Wrath. And do I leave the Choice Band on or do I put Pecha Berry? No. I use Pecha Berry if I get poisoned. Don't even need to fight him. Wow, they are all like hard staring at this. It doesn't matter. The exit's still up above him. And honestly, probably even to the left. I forgot this guy was in here. This Pokemon is such a troll. But I now know that you can click Surf against Diving Mons. But I'm Choice Banded. So I can't. Okay, we outspeed him, which is good. I honestly didn't even expect that. As Poliwrath, again, is a brave nature. Banded Brick Break is not enough, though. Now he outspeeds us with Swim. Not ideal. Unless this could be a Rain Dish one. Okay. So we're good. See ya, Ludicolo. Maybe I take the Choice Band off, because I could hit him when he's diving underwater. But I could also just tank the damage. I don't really care about that. Again, orientation purposes, I have no idea where I'm at on the floor, actually. I just know that the exit is up. But this is right where I spawned in. Okay, Choice Band does not help in this situation, so... Because it only affects EQ Brick Break, which is really bad. So do I Ice Punch twice, take Toxic, or do I try to run? Which it's a Crobat, I can't run. I'm not even going to burn my fluffy tail. Something tells me Ice Punch is not even a 2-hit KO, but I'm going to try. And I'll use Pecha after the battle. We got info on the stairs, man. We just got to find him, and we're out of this awful round 2. Everything is just getting poisoned. Okay, we're good. We'll hit through the Sea Ray. I'm not worried about that. It would have been more annoying if he starts trying to bite flinch me, because then the poison damage is going to start racking up. But yeah, easy money, man. Alright, no more Crobats. That's like the only thing I really can't handle. Also, I don't match up well with Gengar either. Choice Band and Poliwrath with Earthquake, Brick Break, you know, is arguably worse against Gengar than it is against Crobat. Because Brick Break is resisted by Crobat, but Gengar's immune to both Brick Break and EQ, so... I don't really need a Pecha yet, but I guess using the Pecha does make the wild Pokemon waste a turn going for Toxic. But again, every 5 steps you take, you're going to see another wild Mon. So, like, using the Pecha is kind of dumb there, but as here we go, 5 steps later, I'm going to get poisoned again. See? Oh, whatever. Donphan is out of Rock Slide, so I cannot actually touch Gengar. And Surf is the best thing I can do here. Nightshade's probably going to force me to use another Hyper Potion if he Nightshades again, but... Luckily that's a 2-hit KO. It's honestly kind of surprising, and yeah, there's the second Nightshade. I don't know if I like that better or worse than I like Toxic. Nah, that forces me to Hyper Potion right now. I hate burning resources when I know I'm super close to the exit, but just in case it's in like the top left corner, I kind of gotta rip this. Alternatively, I could Ether Rock Slide back on Donnie. Oh, I gotta risk it for the biscuit though. I gotta keep going and not potion. Okay. And there was already 4 trainers down lower, so maybe there's no more trainers here. Just a question of how many more freaking Gengars and Crobats am I going to run into? Also, wait a minute. If I run into a Gengar and he Nightshades twice to kill Poliwrath, the game's over. Because Donphan, I just thought about that. Donphan can only hit Gengar with Rock Slide, and I'm out of Rock Slides. I'm so lucky I just took like 20 steps and did not find a Gengar, because the game would have actually been over at that point. So is it Ether, Donphan, Rock Slide, or is it Hyper Potion? I'll just Hyper Potion Poliwrath. Hyper Potions are more valuable though. Which is why I'm tempted to like go for the Ether. I'm so lucky. If I would have ran into a Gengar, I actually would have had to use my Fluffy Tail. Okay. I just used a Hyper Potion and 1 step later. 1 step later. Complete waste of a Hyper Potion, but whatever. Oh, I got trolled right there so hard, man. Damn it. All I had to take was 1 more step, but you never know, you never know. On that last step, when I saw the blue tile, I could have encountered a Gengar. No shot. Oh, okay. The choice bands go back to the battle bag. I thought I was about to lose him real quick. No shot, bro. That's such a bad waste of Hyper Potion, but whatever. We get out of the horrid Pecha Berry poison round. Okay. Come on, man. Right back in. Oh, hold on. I gotta change this to round 3. Just in case anybody's seeing the live stream, they tap in. They don't have to ask me in chat what round am I in. They can just see it on the bottom of the screen. Okay. Challenge. Open level. Right back in on the action. Now we're going for the burn round, though. But you know what? Why would I not just leave with Camerupt? I just thought about that. What am I going to leave with Donphan and just get burnt on the first wild encounter? Nah. Oh, that really stinks that I had to use my Sacred Ash, though, man. I wish I still had that thing. Whatever. So I think I have, what... Do I have 5 Hyper Potions and 3 Revives? That's so bad, because I was just at double-digit Hyper Potions, bro. Oh, I have 7. Okay. And 3 Revives. Oh, I have a full Restore. No, that's not bad. Also, say hello to Choice Banded Earthquake, everybody. I'll just attach them both now, but I'm going to move it around because obviously Poliwrath can choice band EQ stuff as well. Here we go with round 3. One step right into a battle. I guess, good thing I attached the choice band before I took that step, though. However, it will not come into play in this battle. Alright. Just no status. No poison powder. Okay, I outspeed anyway. Didn't think I would, or I would have clicked Eruption had I thought that, but... Please tell me this is strong enough to take it out. Alright, alright. Okay, maybe that's a good thing. We take one step and we get some information. The only worthless piece of information is how many trainers are left. I could care less. Okay. That's the best piece of information out of the 3 is the direction of the stairs, but... Knowing the number of items that remain, it's never a bad thing. Okay, this is actually a Flash Fire Growlithe, not Intimidate. 16 EQs, 16 Rock Slides. I'm gonna Rock Slide it just to increase the FOV a little bit. And save the EQs. Now, Choice Band will boost the power of Rock Slide and EQ. So anytime, even if they're a neutral hit, they still OHKO the babies, but if they're super effective, they definitely will. A Scope Lens is funny for boosting critical hit rate. Alright, we don't need to fight the Karate Master over there. Just keep it pushing. Oh, that's the bottom of the map. Okay. Even with Growlithe going for Intimidate, I'll still OHKO because of the Choice Band. It's basically negates the difference. But it's another Flash Fire one. 2 for 2 on Rock Slides. Here we go, baby. Come on. The only thing I can guarantee you, I can't guarantee you I will get back to the Pyramid King Brandon fight, but I guarantee you if I do, and my team is relatively healthy, I will absolutely smoke that guy with this team. I guarantee you that. But I think I did say it at the start of the previous episode. I kind of said you can take it to the bank. I kind of remember saying that we're going to get the silver symbol. I didn't think it was going to be that hard to get back into that position, which is why I now have a whole new level of respect for this place, honestly. You know, based on how easily I got there during the first attempt, even though I had a bad team, well, not a bad team, but I had a team that couldn't take hits from Pyramid King Brandon, so that's why he sauced me up. His Reggie's OHKO'd everything that I had, pretty much. But I got there with relative ease, so I figured, okay, this place it's not that hard. Sure, it's going to be really hard to go for gold, because you got to get through 70 floors. Don't be wasting my PP like that. So I kind of assumed when I was hitting the YouTube intro for part 2 that I was going to easily get back there. But after what I went through in the previous episode, I realized that my team is really slow, and it's hard to dodge these status conditions. So, you know, like I said in today's intro, I fell one floor short. We were on floor 21, just never found the blue tile, and I was there for so long too. We ran into like 15 Houndooms. And I just didn't have enough potions to get it done. Hopefully that's not the case again today. I mean, here we go already with too many wild Pokemon. I'm burning through my PP like crazy. Why are these all Flash Fire Growlites, by the way? It's kind of weird. You'd figure it'd be a mix of like Intimidate and Flash Fire, but... That's like 4 Growlites and none of them have had Intimidate. Alright, we got info that the stairs are on the left side, but... Lumberry's nice. But they could be like, they could be top middle or middle middle. Okay, they're not. They're here. Okay. 1 down, 6 to go. I feel like it's off to the right. Something's telling me, man. Alright, get these fucking blocks out of the way, man. They're making me bob and weave like crazy. Well, there's the side wall. I see you lurking, Granny. You think I'm scared to fight you, but I'm not. Just kidding. I am. No, she still sniped me. Whatever. I kind of want to fight anyway. I want some information here. This floor layout, I don't like, though. Since I'm banded, EQ is still the best play here, because Flamethrower probably doesn't KO. Gotta deal with Fake Out, though, of course. Why is that doing so much damage? Like, Fake Out... Like a non-stab Fake Out, right? As long as they're not a normal type, with the low base power of that attack, I feel like it should only do like 20 damage, and it's doing like 40 every time. I'm so confused. Especially on a Pokemon like that isn't even not even strong. Oh, the exit is up? Did I predict the right side of the room correctly? I just went bottom right instead of top right. You see me right there? I'm just full sending it to the top right corner. Wait, she was at the bottom of the map and she said it's up. That literally doesn't tell me anything. Right, because that means it's just... It could be middle, left, or any of the 3 top quadrants. I finally missed a Rock Slide, by the way. See, a stab, flamethrower, high base power attack, and boosted 1.5x from stab. How is that doing the same damage as a... Even though it's resisted, as an unstabbed fake out with low BP? I don't understand that. Let's go, baby. My prediction on the right side was correct. Oh, I could really use a couple quick floors here. This would be goated. Because again, as long as I can get to the title fight at or really close to full health, we're gonna fry this guy. Right? You think about in terms of the team matchup, right? Poliwrath versus lead Regirock. W for your boy. Okay? Camerupt is here to counter his Regice, and Donphan is there to smoke Registeel in the back. So it's a... Don't start giving me these, man. That's just a waste of finding an item. See ya. I could care less. I don't even want it in my bag. Okay, I thought maybe I was on the right side. I'm actually not. Let me orient myself here real quick. But yeah, so... I thought last time that honestly my lead Cacturn against his Regirock would have done more damage than it did, but I clicked, you know, super effective Needle Arm, which is a special attack, right? Because all grass types are special in this game. Against Regirock for super effective damage, which Regirock is more of a physical wall than it is special. So I thought Needle Arm was going to be really, really close to an Oko. She did like 60%. And Cacturn had max... I maxed out his special attack at like 360. So instead of Needle Arm, it should be called Noodle Arm because it pretty much did 0 damage. And also, I think I ran it through the damage calculator. My Houndoom ended up getting one-shot by Registeel's Earthquake, but that's because Houndoom was not at full health. And had it been, I actually would have survived an Earthquake, I'm pretty sure. So it's funny because when Houndoom came out against Regice to click Flamethrower, I missed out on the KO by a little bit, and I ended up taking a Thunder from Regice, which I didn't think mattered because I figured I would get one shot by EQ anyway on his Registeel. But it turns out that I wouldn't. It only would have done like 70% to Houndoom, which makes no sense because Houndoom has no Fizz Def. But it turns out that ultimately not KOing Regice is what kind of cost me the fight, I guess. I don't know. Either way, when Crawdaunt got smoked by a Thunder, Regice hit a Thunder into Crawdaunt and absolutely blew that guy up. Obviously, Thunder without the rain up is only 70% accurate. Who's sniping me? So the fact that Regice just raw dogged a Thunder without the rain and connected that into Camerupt, that right there was pretty much what lost me the fight. But I still had a chance, man. And once Houndoom took down Regice, and then I saved Overheat for Registeel, I just got intimidated, huh? But I am banded, so Earthquake, oddly enough, is still stronger than Flamethrower. Now it's an Oko, because he clicked Dig. I don't know, if you've seen it, right, like I put it on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, I put the clip everywhere. That Registeel lived in Overheat. It was at full, and Overheat brought it down to... I couldn't even see the HP bar, basically. That's how low it was. It was crazy. Exit is somewhere up. Well, it doesn't tell me anything because you're literally standing on the bottom of the map. Also, was this the same floor where I fought Grandma and she said it was up? I don't know. It might have been previous floor. I hate when they say that it's in the up direction when they're literally at the bottom. Doesn't tell you anything, man. Alright, so here's top left. Let's just sweep back across, I guess. Jeezing? What is Jeezing doing in here? Honestly, I think a flamethrower Oko's this guy. Because you gotta remember, Weezing has good physical defense, but bad special defense, and it's the opposite with Muck. Muck has better special defense, but not as good physical. I guess we'll never know because I got a crit, but I will take it. Alright. Where is that damn blue tile, man? I think I'm gonna go down and then up into that. Okay, this one's at 93. It probably lives. In my head, I was thinking about getting hit with a Toxic, but this is in here because of Will-O-Wisp. Because this time is all about burning. So that's why Weezing pulls up in round 3. Alongside all these fire types here. Bro, please stop. I only have 2 ethers. You're pissing me off. Bro, actually tried to just get the triple. It's crazy enough you even got the double. Okay, he also has Flamethrower to get burns. Probably has Will-O-Wisp as well. I just used 4 Flamethrowers to take this thing out, because the first 2, got protected against. And then the last 2 to take him out. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't say it, but when I first started the battle, I thought about clicking the run button, because I was like, Weezing's kind of slow, I could probably get away. And I ended up deciding to fight, and it cost me 4 Flamethrowers. Troll-ass Pokemon. Okay, so it's not on the top quadrant at all. It's in the middle somewhere right here. Okay. What is this, floor 4? Honestly, pretty quick. I'm getting lucky in those first 3 floors. Another Ash. Another Ash Ketchum. This might be the run. This might be the run. I don't know. Hold on. I don't even want to say that shit because then it's all going to go sideways. It really is. But this, so far, this is a better run than the second attempt. It is. The second attempt went well, right? All the way to floor 21, right before the floor before the Silver Fight rematch. But there were so many damn Houndooms that I think I had like 5 or 6 Hyper Potions when I entered the floor, and I didn't even have enough to get out of there. Every 3 steps I'd run into another Houndoom. It was ridiculous. We can keep smoking these Ninetales though. This was the good thing about having Camerupt, right? As a fire type, I can't get burnt. You probably could from Flame Body. Because I think Gen 3, like, electric types can still get paralyzed and shit too, but I don't remember. Like with static and stuff like that. So maybe Camerupt can still get burnt with Flame Body, but I don't even think that was the case. I think fire types are always immune to burn. They are nowadays, but the game was different back in the day, man, I'm telling you. So that's why Camerupt's here, right? Because if I just went with Donphan, bro would be getting Will-O-Wisp every single wild Pokemon I saw here. I have found a couple Ross Berries, though, which is cool. So it actually, like, it doesn't matter if I get burnt. These 2 Ross Berries are more than enough. I'm gonna start Rock Sliding, by the way. Earthquake is a lot more valuable. I'm gonna rip Rock Slides until I run out of them. And then we'll let Earthquake go the rest of the way. Have I found any Lepa Berries, or is it just still the 2 Ethers? No, just the 2 Ethers. 2 Lumberries is kind of shice, too. Again, I have more than enough heals, right? 2 Ross Berries is perfect. That's probably all I'm going to need, because Poliwrath and Donphan probably will get burned at some point. But the Pecha Berry is irrelevant, I think. But having 2 Lumberries on backup is nice. Interesting. Let's keep going this way. I only have 2 Ethers, though. That's the only thing I don't like about my bag. Everything else looks pretty good. Oh, here's an item right here. X attack. Well, it can stay there. Trash item. Alright. Okay, so there's top left. So that's the whole top row. Swept from right to left. So let's go down bottom, and then I'm going to come back and go through the middle. Perfect. That's a big find right there. And there was a Pokemon hiding underneath the Pokeball. Who is it? Oh, I forgot this thing was here. Because it has Fire Punch, right? But it has HJK, which is an issue. It will get one shot by Choice Banded EQ. But we gotta take the HJK first, which is gonna hurt really, really bad. Oh my goodness, bro. Back in the day, you gotta remember it. HJK is now 130 base power. Back in the day, it wasn't even that strong. It really wasn't. But Medicham does have huge power, which boosts its physical attack stat. Okay, nice. We get lucky and find it again. Do I potion Cammy or just wait for my Sacred Ash? How many hypers do I have? 8? I'm about to enter floor 5 too. We're kind of cooking right now. Only 3 more to go. I think I go Hyper Potion. Hyper Potion only restores 200 even, so I'll get up to 277. Like, is that the optimal use, or do I wait for Camerupt to die, revive it, and then Hyper Potion it back to full? Right? Like, that's better value. But I'll probably have to do that anyway. I don't know. Let's keep going for a little bit. Actually, I'm going to do it now, because if I do get into a trainer fight, at least Camerupt can probably take something out. But if I get into a trainer fight at 77 HP, I'm going to get outsped and die. So I'm gonna rip it now. Okay, we spawn in the bottom left. Good to know. Orientation purposes. Okay. And now I can see the whole left side, so I'm going to walk directly up from here. It's another nipple knee. Great. Whatever, Earthquake KOs. Maybe, okay, I was going to say maybe you miss a HJK at some point, which now you're going to keep... How much recoil do they take back in Gen 3? See, it's not even 50%. I guess was that 25? Is that how it worked back then? Missing HJK these days is awful, but you're willing to risk that trade because it's 130 base power and like 90 accuracy. You're still gonna hit it most of the time. Although, with that being said, if Amon does have access to CC, close combat, 120 base power, 100 accuracy, you're most of the time better off just going for CC. But there is a few mons that only get HJK. They don't actually... Oh my goodness, look at that damage, bro. I just did 150 damage. That pretty much wiped out the entire Hyper Potion. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Now, I'm not going to use another one on Camerupt now. If it gets KO'd, it gets KO'd. I'll bring it back. Alright, that's the whole left side. Good info right there. Now, unfortunately, I can't get as wide as I wanted to sweep down the middle because I don't have enough FOV for that. Oh, Mr. Pressure Pokemon has showed up. I forgot this idiot's here too, but he's obviously here to click Will-O-Wisp. Doesn't work against Camerupt, but it's going to cost me 4 flamethrowers to take it out because I only have to click it twice. But because of pressure, I end up using 4 PP worth. Also, why am I fighting this guy? It's like one of the slowest Pokemon in the game. I could run away from it easily, but I can also easily take it out at the cost of 4 flamethrowers, but whatever. Okay. I'll take out a couple Dusclops, but then I'm going to start running away from him. Don't care about the X attack. Because I do want the increased FOV, you know? Alright, we're back to the bottom. Now I'll sweep it up here this way. Double battle's not a bad idea, actually, but... Okay. We're getting blocked off that way. Well, I'm going to avoid the double battle after fighting this guy. But let's see if Camerupt can even take him out. Yeah, actually, I might be able to outspeed Lickitung. Choice Banded EQ should take it out. Maybe. I don't like the fact that I've already burned through all my Earthquakes, but... At the end of the day, Camerupt's the only thing that's even seen the battlefield in round 3, right? Choice Banded EQ doesn't even kill Lickitung, that's sad. This EQ probably does kill me, by the way. Yeah. Alright, we'll finish it off with Brick Break. But I guess that is true, huh? These two haven't even seen the field, so they're still at max PP. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So the question is, do I bring Camerupt back right away? I don't need to because I have these Ross Berries, you know? But I might want to switch the band over to Poliwrath and just accept the burns. But I guess that's the thing, right? If they're faster Pokemon... The thing about bringing Camerupt back is I might just wait to do it to keep the rest of my EQs. This reminds me so much of Purity Forest because resource management is just so key. It's everything in this. If you use a potion or a revive at the wrong time, you could be cooked, you know? But the problem with switching the choice band over to Poliwrath, like if I Rossberry him, I'm just trying to think. Oh, I can't even take the band off. That's funny. Well, you know what I could do? I could put the scope lens on Camerupt, free up a spot in the bag. Because if I put the band on Poliwrath and he gets outsped and burnt, then it's pointless. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what this guy gives. Okay, four more trainers. We can dodge this double battle, but... Okay, I was going to say if all 4 of them are right here, that means that's where the stairs are. Okay, floor 6. Only 2 more to go, right? Yeah, floor 6. That's crazy, bro. Let's keep the momentum up. Come on. Don't stop. Don't stop. Alright, we're in the bottom left. Kind of. Not quite. But very close to it, probably. Never mind, I was in like the top left. Okay. Alright. Who is it? Oh, it's Klops. I think I run from Klops. I can't even damage this idiot with a bandit EQ. See, that's the thing, right? What's his face is perfect. Choice banded Earthquakes from Dawnfan will smoke that guy. But Poliwrath, because Earthquake's not stab, it wouldn't do much to Dusclops, and I would just be getting PP drained like no other with pressure. Jeezing, I could 2-shot with Surf. I think I do it for a little bit of increased FOV. But Surf's not going to OHKO, obviously. Unless I get a crit. Yeah. See, now I already got to burn one of the Rossberries. Honestly, that's a trade-off I'm willing to take. Because I only need the Rossberries to get out of here. I don't need them for the silver medal fight. That's irrelevant. And I guess I could keep spamming Surf. Like, I could walk around burnt for a little bit. But it really hurts my damage for Brick Break and EQ. But theoretically, Surf would do good against a majority of the things that I'm going to see. It's just if I get into a trainer fight, I'll use one now. But next time I get burnt, maybe I walk around with it for a little bit. I'm pretty sure I can see the bottom row, so I don't need to go down any lower than this. But I could be wrong. Alright. Oh, I couldn't actually see the bottom row. Oh, I just walked too far. That's okay. I'm going to roll the dice that it wasn't all the way at the very bottom. Usually they're not, like, against the wall. But they are sometimes. Alright, Klops I'm going to run away from again. If for some reason I can't run and I get Will-O-Wisp, that's going to be annoying, but I'm not even going to heal it off. Okay. I would be shocked if I couldn't run away from a Klops. Because again, running away, for the most part, if not entirely, is based upon the speed differential. So Dusclops being, you know, a very low base speed stat, even this I should be able to run away from, but I'm going to try to dodge a Will-O-Wisp. But we know Surf doesn't KO. And of course I can't choice band EQ it because it has Levitate. Okay, he goes for Flamethrower. We'll be good. We're not going to get burned off that. You can, but I won't, so. Alright, bro. Relax with the Protect. At least this thing doesn't have pressure, though. Like, imagine if that Dusclops actually has pressure and I stay in there and try to fight it. Bro, that'd be so bad. Because you can't OHKO a Dusclops. It's very hard to unless you hit it super effectively. So if bro clicks Protect a couple times as I use 2 attacks, like, you're talking about basically 4 turns to take out Dusclops, but then double that because of pressure. You would lose 8 PP taking out 1 Dusclops, which is why I'm not even trying to deal with that shit. Let's be real. I don't like... Okay. Now there's trainers. I didn't like how much I was walking around and not finding anything. Bro looks like he's blocking nothing, so I'd rather fight her. Look that way. So at least I can break through and see if the tile's right here. Oh, it was a double battle. Okay. That's alright. Poliwrath has a really diverse moveset, and I'm not burnt, so I can actually utilize my physical attacks here. Okay. What does the most damage? Banded Brick Break in this situation. Okay, that's fine. The worst thing that Primeape could have done right there was... Well, I guess the worst thing was crit a... what's it called? Cross Chop, because it has a high critical hit ratio. That would have been the worst thing, but the most annoying thing in that situation would have been a Swagger. Because I would have taken a massive amount of damage in recoil if I hit myself in confusion. The exit is down. Oh, was that an item? No. I'm seeing things. Okay, so it's probably middle. I thought I swept the whole bottom, so I think it's in the middle somewhere. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Because I swept the whole bottom, but I wasn't quite that close to the very bottom of the map, so I didn't actually know if I swept it all. Just walk right into it, whatever. Maybe we get a hint about the stairs right as we hit floor 7. Ooh, could this be the one, baby? We're in a good position. Pinsir would have been great if I had Rock Slide here, but I don't. Because it resists both these attacks. So I have to go for Surf. Shite. And Surf might not even 2-hit KO a Pinsir, actually. But if Poliwrath goes down, I just Sacred Ash. After... Yeah, that sucks. Relax, Pinsir. Don't be clicking that move out here. Hey, what do you know about Choice Banded Surf, though? This goes hard right here. Lychee, probably. Slack. Okay. Doesn't matter, you're already faster. That kills Poliwrath. It might actually Oko Donphan. Shite. Because it's Swords Dance boosted. Don't let this be the way I go down, right? No way. Do I have to revive somebody first? Does Donphan die to a +2 flail? I think he might. Don't let this be the way it goes down, man. Hold on. So what's my out in this situation? I have to hope he goes for Guillotine and misses, right? Because let me think about this. What I'm thinking about right now is reviving Camerupt, but Flail is going to do over half, so it wouldn't matter anyway. I have to hope basically the Pinsir throws by clicking either Swords Dance or Guillotine, and obviously hope that it misses. Because if Bro clicks Flail, I don't know if Donphan lives a +2 Flail when he's at this low of HP. I didn't know he was going to be packing Flail. I should have went out to this and Rock Slid it. Because, okay, hold on. I actually got to think about this because... What are my options, right? My option is just to kill it from here. I don't have to miss the rocks. I don't have to risk Rock Slide missing. I can just click Frustration, but... If Flail Oko, if a +2 Flail Okos, that's it. The alternative is I bring back somebody, but I don't have a max revive and I can't use the Ash in battle. This Donphan has HP investment, as you can see, but it doesn't have any Phys Def investment. I might actually, no joke, I'm going to pull out the damage calculator. I have to know. Because it really does all come down to this. This is crazy. Okay. So this is Pinsir. You use Swords Dance. Of course, it doesn't even have Flail on the set. That's funny. Alright, and then it's attacking into a Donphan. OU tank. Sure. Oh, I don't even have that much HP investment at all. I only have 100 HP invested. And I'm pretty sure 0 defense. I gotta change Adamant to Impish. What is my defense stat? This is funny that I'm resorting to the damage calculator. 276? Yeah, I literally have no Phys Def. I just have to change it to 31 IVs. So I only have a 104 HP investment and 0 in Phys Def. So I threw the rest in Spadef and Speed. Oh, that's not good. Okay, Flail. How do I change the HP percentage? We'll just say it's on 1% even though it's not. Flail does 57 to 67 at neutral, but he has a Swords Dance up. So +2. Flail does 114 to 134, guaranteed OHKO. No shot, bro. So what does the revive even matter? I just have to hope he doesn't click it. Really? A +2 Flail. Well, I guess, okay, I did that at 1%. What if he's at 5% health? It does 85 to 101. He looks like he's lower than 5% though. 3% is a guaranteed OHKO. And so is 4%. It doesn't even change until you get to 5%. Yeah, so he OHKOs with Flail because of that Swords Dance. There's no way this is what it comes down to, bro. And I tried this earlier, right? You can't use this in battle. That's... Oh, if I could use that, then we're good. Well, no, I'm not. He OHKOs everything with Flail. It just depends on if he doesn't... If he clicks a different attack. So then what is the point... What is actually the point of reviving, right? Because... If I revive in this situation and he clicks a different attack... Great. But then if next turn he clicks Flail, and then I send out the revive mon and he clicks Flail again. So I don't see a point to revive. There's no way it comes down to this, right? That's crazy. But I have no other play. Oh, he clicked it. No shot, bro. No shot. That's a guaranteed OHKO, unless I calced it wrong. What? So maybe he was at 5% health? That didn't look like it. Oh no, you know what? That's because it's adamant with 252 in the damage calculator. So he... Okay. No way. I didn't even think about that. I don't know Pinsir's set, right? Oh, Donphan for the win. Those 104 HP EVs. That's true, cause so that calc right there was with an adamant Pinsir with 252 invested into HP. So yeah, who knows? I guess with 0 HP investment, it doesn't. With 0 HP investment, it did 94% to 110% to my Donphan. So it could have been adamant with just no investment. Oh my goodness, bro. That was so close. What a way to start floor 7. I think I just took one step and that's what happened. Wow. Okay. Sacred Ash time, anybody? Do I rip this or... Yeah, I guess why not. It frees up the space in the bag. Holy guacamole, man. That was crazy right there. And really, if you think about it, like, you know, because I didn't know it had Flail, I mean, how would I, but... Like, that wasn't even really a misplay. I didn't expect Flail. I mean, it's kind of obvious after Swords Dance, but Swords Dance Guillotine was all I saw. In hindsight, looking back on it, right, next time you see something that can possibly learn Flail, go out to something that could OHKO it. Like, Donphan's Rock Slide would have OHKO'd it. But Poliwrath, of course, Poliwrath's Surf, 2 Surfs put it into that range. Like, that was the worst possible outcome there. Wow. Alright, well, I have to Hyper Potion Donphan. I'm still going to have to Hyper him again before the fight, because he'll probably take more damage, but... Brother. Okay, I still think I'm going to go with Choice Band and Poliwrath here. I want to save Camerupts the rest of the PP. To hopefully not have to Ether, but... Anyway, we got to talk to this chick for a hint. 3 more... Okay, 3 more items. Gotcha. Okay. Well, just like that. That would have been funny if she was a spinner. I could have almost avoided the fight, but... do I even need to... Okay. Wow. We made it back. Do I even need to Hyper Potion Donphan again? I guess so. Maybe because maybe I could take a Ice Beam from Regice if I was at full. Now, so here's the question, right? Now that we're at this point, obviously we're gonna smoke Brandon, but these items, I hope, because I haven't beat him yet, so I don't know, but these items might actually carry over into rounds 4 and beyond, because even though when I come back for next episode in the YouTube playlist, I'm not going to be doing the Battle Pyramid again. I'm going to move on to a different facility, but this streak does stay intact in terms of going towards the gold streak. So these bags might stick around. I feel like these items might stick around, and I feel like they will, but... So do I even need Donphan at full health? Like, not really, right? So here's the plan. So Poliwrath first. I'm going to take off the Choice Band and put the Scope Lens on Poliwrath. Just to try to crit Surf for no reason. Actually, Camerupt with the Scope Lens is not bad either, to try to crit the fire attacks on a Regice. I just can't Choice Lock. Well, Donphan being Choice Locked is fine because he has 4 physical attacks, but... So here's the thing, so... Let me go over the movesets real quick. Regirock is holding a Quick Claw, first of all. Absolute cheese. With Explosion, Superpower, Earthquake, and Ancient Power. So the reason I'm going to lead Poliwrath is so that that thing cannot explode. And he really can't do much with Superpower, Earthquake, or Ancient Power. Because I resist Ancient Power, which is his 1 stab attack. Earthquake is neutral. Superpower is a little bit stronger than Earthquake, but it does lower his Phys Def and physical attack. So Regirock should click Superpower into Poliwrath. That's the way it can hit it the hardest. Which I don't really care about. Even if he gets the Quick Claw, I don't think 2 superpowers kill. Even after the drop of the first one. But maybe. Hopefully I can one-shot his ass with Surf, but let's be real, I won't be able to unless I crit with Scope Lens. Most important thing is the Damp ability is going to prevent that guy from blowing up. So after that, there's Regice and Registeel. So Regice is Chesto Berry, and then the moveset is Rest, Amnesia, Thunder, and Ice Beam. So the reason I made Camerupt a mixed attacker is because the best way I can hit it is with the fire attack, but if Bro clicks Amnesia, then I have to switch over to Rock Slide to finish it off. Now, only 2 attacks with Ice Beam and Thunder, so you can't really hit Camerupt that hard, right? Well, you can't hit it with Thunder at all. And then, because of Magma Armor, I cannot be frozen, so I don't really care about the damage from Ice Beam. I can definitely tank an Ice Beam. So I think Camerupt can easily handle Regice, and then I should be able to get some chip damage into Registeel with Flamethrower, and then finish it off with Donphan's Choice Banded Earthquake. So I feel pretty good about this play here. Also, as long as Poliwrath is not Choice Banded, if Poliwrath can somehow take down Regirock, which it should be able to, I get a free Brick Break into Regice. And then, if I dodge a Thunder, I might even win that 1v1, but then Camerupt can come in and actually just finish it. Should be able to finish it with Eruption or Flamethrower. And not even let it get an Amnesia up, and then I can also Eruption Registeel. So Registeel's moveset, it's holding the leftovers as the item, with the moveset of Earthquake, Metal Claw, Toxic, and Iron Defense. So I'm trying to one-shot his ass with Donphan, and not even... If he gets up an Iron Defense, and I'm stuck into my Choice Banded EQ, could get weird. But again, I feel like I'd blow him up. Also, Camerupt should be able to chip Registeel. Honestly, Camerupt should 1v1 Registeel. I don't even think I need Donphan in this fight, so I'm not even going to fully heal him. And I'm going to risk it for the biscuit and carry over an extra Hyper Potion into the subsequent rounds. So the only thing is I cannot Choice Band Camerupt. Donphan is fine with the band. So what do I do for Camerupt? The only way I can get status is with the Toxic from Registeel, but I could care less if Bro clicks that anyway. So Camerupt doesn't even need an item here. Really doesn't. If Registeel wastes a turn poisoning Camerupt, he gets 2-shot by Eruption anyway. Maybe that's assuming he even takes 1. But the way that it took an overheat from a Houndoom, which is way stronger than Camerupt, I feel like Bro does live Eruption. Even a full power Eruption. So again, if he wastes a turn clicking Toxic, I can care less. I just kill him next turn. So Camerupt doesn't even need anything. There's no point. Because Regice cannot status Camerupt, and neither can Regirock. Yeah. Alright. Let's go for it, baby. Come on. Brandon, how you doing? I want to say nice to meet you, but we already met you. And I ain't gonna lie, you absolutely sauced me up the first attempt. So I give you credit. However, I'm back, baby. You ain't gonna get rid of me that easily. And today, I want my silver medal. Now hold on. I should actually check the PP. I forgot that. We're good. Camerupt doesn't even need... I probably never even click Earthquake with Camerupt anyway. So yeah, we're good to go. Alright, man. Brandon, I hope you're ready for round 2. Because I sure as hell am, so... Here we go again, man. The rematch and the losses that I've taken so far are just going to make this victory even that much sweeter. Excuse me, Mr. Hiker, but please step aside, boss. I got business to take care of. Now then, bring your courage to our battle. Oh, I will. Are you ready to get smoked? That's the real question, buddy. Barring a critical hit with superpower on Regirock, I don't see a way that Poliwrath loses this fight 1v1. Because I'm pretty sure Surf should be a 2-shot, but I really don't know, because I have a lot more physical attack investment than I do special attack. Okay, perfect. He goes EQ over superpower, which is an interesting decision. Although if this... Yeah, see, even if your Quick Claw goes off and you get a superpower off, it will do more than Earthquake, but it ain't gonna kill. And your Quick Claw doesn't kick in. See ya, bud. Now, Regice should be the next one to come out because Registeel's Stab Metal Claw, I resist. And Regice has Thunder, so it's gotta be the next one. And if I dodge a Thunder, we might sweep with just Poliwrath. Alright. A crit here with the Scope Lens crit would be kind of shiced, but it's, you know, you can never anticipate that's going to happen. Bro goes for Amnesia, thinking it's going to save him that I was, like, going to click Surf. For show. See ya, Regice. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is 2 Titans down and 1 more to go. And, see, here's another thing about being a mixed attacker. Another reason why this was a good idea, because I thought this scenario could also come into play. Because this guy has Iron Defense. So even if Brick Break is a 2-shot, it won't be after an Iron Defense. But he might click Toxic or something stupid anyway. But that's, I just start spamming Surf from this position. And if somehow, some way, oh, he has Leftovers. Yeah, he doesn't even have any recovery besides Leftovers, though, so... But you know what? For style points, I think we go into Camel Toe right now and just erupt it on this guy. You can Earthquake, you can Metal Claw, you can probably Toxic right here. Don't care. Yeah, my Camel Toe is going to blow a load all over you, buddy. We'll see ya. I'm clicking Eruption for the culture. Come on, baby. Yeah, leftover. Yeah, whatever, man. Now, even if bro lives in Eruption, which he might, EQ ain't doing shit, and I still live the poison damage anyway, and then Flamethrower to finish it off. But let's see how Shiest Eruption is. Get him, Camerupt. But remember though, Houndoom is a lot stronger than Camerupt offensively, and this thing took an overheat from Houndoom. But it ain't bulky enough to live an eruption from the camel. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have earned 3 out of the 7 silver symbols. That's it. You've done great. You've worked hard for this. Yeah, I know. Now give me my... Here's my trainer card, buddy. Emboss that symbol on it, please. Grand it was. Grand, yes, indeed. Well done. You've earned recognition. Your Frontier Pass. Here you go. The brave symbol was embossed on Dude's Frontier Pass. Hell yeah, man. Young Explorer, I look forward to our next meeting. Me too, buddy. And we will be seeing you again. Don't get it twisted. We're not done with this place. Welcome back. You've done the unthinkable. You've defeated Pyramid King and conquered the Battle Pyramid. Ah, a slight problem. Oh, he's talking about the choice band again. Alright. Now, I don't know the answer to this following statement, but I do hope that these, and I feel like they should. All the leftover items in my bag should carry over to the next round, round 4 basically. But I mean, I could change this thing on screen right now to round 4, but it doesn't matter because when we come back for next episode, I'm gonna head over to the next facility. That's what I'm gonna do. First though, how many trainer points do I have now? Oh, we're up to 91 from 65 today. So we went from 65 to 75 from the first 2 rounds. You get 5 points each. And then 16 points for the win right there puts me up to 91 from 75. And now we have 3 symbols on the card. The Brave symbol, the luck symbol from the battle pike, although I feel like the luck symbol should be from this place, and the knowledge symbol from the factory. So I'm not good enough with computers to update this in real time and change that above my head there, but I'll change it in between episodes, and we'll come back with a shystier looking picture up there. But let's go ahead before we hit the YouTube outro and set the stage for what's to come. And let's go find a new facility that we'll go yuck it up at next time. What is it? This is not something, right? Oh, the ranking hall. We'll go do this one. What is this place? Oh, whoa, laggy? What was that? This is the Battle Tower. Well, we have found our next destination. Keep the win streak as the toughest trainer. That's easy money, man. You already know I'm going to cook up something nasty for this place. I'm going to go in here with a shiesty team. But like I've said in previous episodes, I do want to showcase a majority of like the fully evolved Pokemon out of the original 386 of the first 3 generations. Oh wait, what was this called? Tower. Okay. I'm going to go update this on the bottom of the screen real quick. But I do want to showcase, like I said, a majority of the Mons. So I'm going to have tryhard teams, trust me, at some point. But we're going to do Battle Tower next time. Put it like right there. But I have to save the really good Pokemon for the gold medal rounds, right? We can have fun and use some like NU tier Mons for the silver medal rounds. But once we ratchet up the difficulty and go for gold, then we pull out the OU dogs, right? That's how it's going to kind of go down. But with all that being said, I'm almost going to be late for work at this point, so I do got to get out of here and I got to go make some breakfast. But we'll go ahead and hit the YouTube outro, and like I normally do, I got to say the thing, just in case people are stumbling upon this content in the future. So, with all that being said, you know, easy money there getting the silver symbol. And to anybody that is seeing this video on the future, this is going to conclude part 7 in the YouTube playlist. But I'm not going to stop this playlist on YouTube until we get all 7 of those symbols up there gold. So there's going to be a lot more content, and so if you're enjoying the series thus far, keep checking back for more, as by the time, probably about in a year from now when I finish this playlist, there's probably going to be like 30 to 40 videos watching me struggle for a majority of them trying to get the gold symbol. So again, I hope you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and keep checking back for more. I also hope that wherever you go for the rest of the day after watching this video, that you have a good day. And just thank you for everything, man. I appreciate all the support, the comments, the likes on the videos. It means the world, man. And I do this for you guys. I only upload videos for people to enjoy, that's it. That's all I hope to get out of this. So thank you for watching. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed. And I also hope that you have a good rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one, alright? Peace.